Hi everyone, I'm back. It's Saturday morning and I have a lot of stuff that I need to video. So if you see all the videos come by and there's something you don't want to watch, just skip it. The first thing I want to do is I had a question yesterday about the top coat, if it could withstand a cup on it and it didn't stick. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do, but my tea is gone a little lukewarm, so we can't test it with that. Of course, it's gonna leave a mark, as you can see there, because, you know, it's canvas. But the thing is, we want to test if the cup is gonna stick to it if you use it as a coaster. So what I have here is, let me clean off the bottom, is a jar, and this is boiling hot water. Hope the glass doesn't break, but there it is. That's boiling. Just put it away for a bit. Now we're gonna leave that on for a little bit, and of course when you serve beverages to your guests, I don't think you'll really be doing boiling water, so I'm not sure, but I'm just going to test it, see if it really sticks. Might stick a little bit, but we'll see. And if it really does stick to the boiling water in the jar, well then we'll just know that you can't use it for coasters. So that's about it. We'll just leave it there for a bit. Okay, this is the February sponsor list. As you can see already, a lot of people on there. And this one is the one I just cut up. Here are all the little thingy-majingies. And that is the list you have here. Now I'm going to get my hat, I'm going to pop them in, and then I am going to do the drawing of January. So I'm going to put this aside a little bit. Oops, I can't really move it that well. There it is. My hats, putting them all in. Uh-oh, they're sticky. Let's see what I can get. There we go, that's better. Got them all in there. There we go. I have to get a towel. Do a little whippity booty. Okay. So we're gonna put the towel on top. Gonna put my hand in, stir it around even more. Okay. Let me feel if I got one. Yeah, that's one. And this is the winner of the January giveaway, Joyce Park. And I always abbreviate the last names on the list. And because some people say, oh, you got my last name wrong, but I always abbreviate it because I don't want to put people's full names on the internet. You never know what creeps are out there, what they're going to do with it. So this is the winner of January. I'll put that away for myself. That's it. And now let's get our little test. Okay, let's pick it up. And there you go, it sticks. So this stuff is not suitable to... Oh, it really sticks. There it is, see that? You can see the jar left an impression. It didn't go sticky though, that's kind of, but you know, it is boiling hot water. Let's see. See, then it doesn't stick. Now it just cooled off a little. I can't even touch it. It's really hot. But I don't think you'll be, you know, giving people boiling hot water. See, that now it doesn't stick. It depends on how long you leave it on. And you can see the impressions in the top coat. So maybe, I don't know. I think you'll just see now no sticking whatsoever. So maybe I overdid the test. Because, you know, who gives boiling water to guests? I don't think so. But it's not, that's why I got my gloves on, because if it goes sticky, you know, like this, see that? I just pull my glove off, because the plastic is, you know, it's always a little sticky. But here, as you can see, I can just go over it with my glove, and it's not tacky, it's not rubbery. Let's pull it up. See, now it doesn't stick, but now it's the normal warmth that you give someone a beverage. So I think you'll just have to try it. For the people that are going to use this on coasters, you'll just have to try it. And I think what might help is not putting it on that thick. You know, maybe use a brush. I'll show you. If I can find it. Oh yeah, there it is. Let's see what this does with a brush. So we're putting it on, and as I told you, I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm going to get you in real close. See those bubbles in there? That's when you use this with the insert. So when you're going to do the final layer, the top coat, you have to take this out, because otherwise you get those little bubbles. You don't want those in there. Let's see what happens when we do this. Because what I'm really expecting is that it's going to really level out, because that's what we want. Something that really levels. And it does, as you can see, it's already leveling out. Now, when you're doing this, if you see some sort of a brush stroke still there, that's usually because there's not enough of this stuff on there. Just putting drops on, not too much. That's it. Now, one more. This is a really expensive brush. I don't know why I grabbed this one. It's not even suitable for doing this. I don't know. Sometimes I'm a little bit stupid. Okay. Doing the side. Don't drop it. That'd be something. Dropping it face down on the plastic. Yeah, I can still see here and there those little air bubbles. So one more time, when you use this, when you're using this as a top coat, as you can see here, it says new formula, and over here new release, over here new release. This is the new stuff. But when you use it as a top coat, take out this top thing, the drip thing. You have to take it out. Very important. Now, of course, we can do something else. Let's see if we can get the bubbles out. Yep, that works. But I'm not sure we want to do this. Okay, this is all testing, people. You know, this is not what I normally would do. See how smooth that is? That is beautiful. It's really, you couldn't, if you put this next to a resin layer, you wouldn't see the difference. And this is water-based. Yay for water-based paint, because that cleans up nicely. Okay, see that? Very beautiful. I think they have a winner. I really do. And they're still, you know, fine-tuning everything. That's what I like about this company. They will not rush ahead and just, you know, throw that on the market before they have fully tested it. They send me some stuff to test, but they have their own laboratory, people that work there, and they are testing. So that's a good thing. But I love it. Look at it. Wow. Doesn't that drive you crazy? That is beautiful. And you saw how I did it with the brush, but I would go for the pouring. You know, let it drip a little bit off. What will this be? You know, retail, I don't know. In America, it's something around, I think, $10 or $11. And here in Europe, it's, I think, I sell it for $13.50. It's worth it, really it is, because, you know, how much is on here, it's not too bad. I think about 75 cents worth. And, you know, there's no hassle. It totally smooths out. You don't see any brush strokes. There's not one stroke visible. And why I'm talking so long about this is because this is new for me too. Don't forget that when I do experimental stuff, you know, I am looking with a hawk's eye for stuff that I think, nah, I don't like that. But I cannot see anything that I don't like about this. So, except the finger I put in the corner here. Yeah. Oh, when I did that, I put my finger in and I thought, oh my, look at me. I'm talking about people touching my painting to see if it's still wet. And if it was wet, they would ruin my painting. And what do? I just stick my finger in the top coat. It's really crazy stuff. Okay, but as you can see, beautiful, nice, shiny, transparent like glass. And that's what we want. So up to now, I'm very happy with it. Now it's even thicker. Tomorrow I'll do this again. But what I'm going to do is a normal thing. I'll get a cup of coffee out of my cappuccino machine. And that is, you know, the good temperature that you serve your guests. And I'll put that on top of here. But now we have a double layer. So that's another thing that is good for this test. Because I'm also testing if you can put layer on layer on layer. Now, we all know that we have some varnishes out there. You can't do that because then all the cracking appears. So that'll be very interesting to see how this one dries. And normally I'd put a box over it. I know people really try to help me with a lot of stuff, but guys, I've been doing art for like over 50 years, really. And I know what to do. But like someone said, oh, you should really rinse out your brush between colors. Yes, I know I should. But I'm just, you know, showing you guys stuff. And I don't have everything around me handy. So don't worry. I know that I have to rinse brushes in between colors. And right now, this is totally awesome. Usually I'd put a box on top of it. When I would do something like this for you at home, you get a box that is a little bit bigger. First, what I would really do if you have a really stunning piece, I would vacuum the box from the inside to make sure that all the little dust things are out. Then put it on top of your painting, but make sure that you have like a little gap on the bottom that the air can come under, and that's important. Now then it'll dry and there will be no dust falling on your top film, so you'll be good to go. I like it. I'm gonna put it. You know what I'm gonna do as you know, the experiment. I'm gonna put it on my heater here in the studio and see what happens. Usually, when you force dry something, then cracking is a real issue. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, by the end of the day, it'll be ready, I'm pretty sure. There you go. And then I'll show it to you again. And tomorrow, well, maybe that's not really totally a good experiment, because usually if you did coasters with this top coat stuff, then you would at least let it dry for a week, you know, to let it cure. And I'm sure, you know, if it's like pouring after 3 weeks, then you can really say, you know, it's cured, it's done. But I'll just come in continuously with that piece and show it to you and do experiments with it. And, you know, I'm going to put another couple of layers on top, and that's going to be our experimental canvas. Yes. Okay. Next thing I want to tell you guys. Remember when I was doing a lot of testing with the pouring medium, and there was one brand that I didn't want to name because it did, you know, really bad. But then it sort of hit me. Yes, sometimes I'm just going on and on and on. But then it hit me that not all pouring mediums are made for the cells. So this is the medium. Here you go. This is the one I tried. This is the brand, Pentart pouring medium. But the thing is that we're so caught up in our cells, the cells we like, that we expect every single pouring medium to make cells. And it just hit me, that's not the case, because a lot of these pouring mediums are just for pouring, without the silicone, you know, just to make these nice and swirly things. So I thought, you know, I'm giving this pouring medium a really bad rap, and I don't want to name the brand, but they didn't intend it to be for the pouring with all the cells. They just intended it to be for pouring with nice flowy things, you know, on top. So if you're looking for a pouring medium to do that, then this will be okay. Though I must say that it took a long time to dry, and that's something that I usually like something that dries like within 24 hours, because I don't know, it just feels better. But this stuff really took almost 3 days to dry. But other than that, it mixed nicely and it poured nicely. The only thing it doesn't do is let the silicone rise to the top and give those really big and beautiful cells. That's what this doesn't do. But if you're looking for a pouring medium that just, you know, pours, then I think that's what we have to do. We have to do like two things. We're going for a pouring medium that makes good cells, like this. And we're going for pouring mediums that are only used for pouring, and that's this. Okie dokie, that's what I wanted to say. Now, the next video I'm going to come up with will be about, I think I might even do a resin pour. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. The one thing I wanted to tell you guys that the Resicrete, and I'll get that for you if I can find it, which I can't. Oh yeah, there you are. Okay, can you remember a while back I tried this stuff? Okay, it's for sale now. They've added a lot of colors, and I'll show you. The other one I did, I packaged it. I think I put it in a box. Yeah, something like that. But this is what you can expect. So I'm getting you a close-up. There you go. See how this stuff looks like concrete? And it really isn't. Because it's just a sort of a resin-like stuff. But as you can see, I'm trying to get it off. There's no way you can't get it off the paint. So what I did when I started using this was I poured a background. I let it dry for a couple of days, not even really cured. Then I mixed this, the Resicrete, And when you buy this, you get it with one of these little bottles of polymer liquid. Now, this little bottle is enough for this bag of Resicrete. And this is the white one. Here I used, I think it was a slate gray one, but they have them in all sorts of colors. And what you can do is many things. You can use it just as is, and you can model with it. You can put it on a canvas over a pour that you've done. You can put things in it, like I did here with the copper wire things. And you can just build it up or scrape it off or just do anything you like with it. I know it's not a really pretty picture, but it was just experimenting with the Resicrete and seeing how, you know, when you mix this, how pliable the stuff gets, that you can really, you know, just sort of put a finger in it, or you can use a palette knife. Like on here you see the really smooth top because of the palette knife. And even when you have everything placed on your canvas or board, you can still put things in it because it stays soft for, well, at least half an hour, 45 minutes. So you have enough time to do your thing. And another thing you could do with it would be when you have it like this and you're totally happy with what you created, you could put a resin layer on top. And that would be kind of cool also, because then, you know, it'll be all shiny and this concrete stuff would stick out and it'd be nice and smooth because you put a layer on top. So that is pretty much what you can do with this. And like I said, comes in so many colors that there's absolutely going to be a color that you're going to really love. And this is the liquid. The liquid is all the same color. You just put it in with the powder, mix it up with a palette knife, and there you go. You get to create beautiful stuff. Now I'm saving this one because I have something in mind. This is going to be a long video, sorry guys, but you know, this is just one of those everything together videos. What I have in mind, I saw, what's that stuff called? PowerTex. They have these little balls, and I don't know what substance or what material it's from, but they're little balls. They call them 3D balls, and I'm not sure if people out there have seen them in the shops yet. I don't think they've been on the market that long, so if you're wondering what I'm talking about, go to PowerTex and look for 3D balls. Now, these little balls, they so much look like something like cells, and the minute I saw them, I was really, you know, my mind was spinning of stuff that I could do with them. And I'm thinking about doing an abstract, like I said, like months ago. As soon as my studio's ready, I'm going to do an abstract. But I had a lot of ideas, but then I saw those little balls and I thought, wow, that's what I want to put in my put in my painting, because that's going to be awesome. So I'm going to be ordering them tomorrow, and then I'll show you what they are and what I'm going to do with them. So they're called 3D balls from PowerTex. This company has them also. So I'm not sure how many people can buy this brand, but you can always check. A bottle of this pouring medium is 500 milliliters. Retail is about 5-6 euros, so that's pretty cheap. And those 3D balls, they have the same, and they're pretty cheap too. So just check them out, and we'll see how many people can really buy that stuff. So the thing I'm gonna do for the money that comes in from the donations of February 2018 is get my gear together for the abstract painting. And I'm going to buy alcohol ink, like I promised. A lot of people got excited. And I think a good thing is that I've never really done alcohol ink. So I think a lot of people like to see someone start with a medium they've never used before and see what they can come up with. So that gives them confidence for themselves that if they have never done alcohol inks, that they have a feeling, okay, she can do it, I can do it. And that's the spirit. Never, never let anyone or yourself say to yourself, I can't do that. You can do anything you want. That's what you can do. Right? Yep. Okay, guys. Signing off on this video. Coming back. And I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I have so many things in my head. I really want to do a 4-cup flip with earthy colors. I want to do a watercolor. I want to do a resin. I want to do everything. We'll see what I come up with. Love you all to pieces. Thank you all very much for watching. Liebe euch alle. Hou voor jullie allemaal. See you in the next video.